Okay, you have a leaky temperature pressure release valve on your water heater or boiler. Let's fix that and switch that out. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars for a plumber. You can do this for a $15 to $20 part. That's all that part costs. Look at this one. It's leaked for so long, it's literally melted the plastic and corroded. Been leaking on the floor. A temperature pressure and release valve is a required safety device, but you can absolutely switch this one out yourself. You do not have to hire a professional for this. Here is the new part right here. It was between $15 and $20. Most water heaters will have a shut-off service valve right at the top. You may also want to turn off your main water supply for the house for extra insurance. The water heater does have to be turned off and drained down briefly to change out the part. Next, I want you to locate your drain valve at the bottom. They have several different designs, and you're going to use an everyday ordinary garden hose to drain that down. This one has a luxury of a floor drain nearby. If you don't have a floor drain, simply run it outside or to a bucket. Now simply open the valve. You may have a hand-tight valve. This one requires a screwdriver. How much water to drain down? You want to drain down from the top of the water heater down below the level of the pressure release valve so you can change that out without leaking water. One way to check the level is I open up the old valve, and if no more water is draining out, we have a low water level in the tank. Remember to close the drain valve. Time to remove the old pressure and temperature valve. Adjustable large crescent wrench will do the job for you, or a pipe wrench. Likely a pair of pliers will not give you enough leverage to remove that. You can see all the gunk in there. No wonder why these get messed up and leaked and clogged. Master plumbers I've talked to said if you work them out and drain them maybe once a month when it's brand new, they'll last longer. However, nobody does that. They get sediment in there and they get internal damage, so they start leaking. That's the old one. Here's what the new one looks like right from the box. These fittings are always 3 1/4 inch thick. Also, this length here, called the shank length, that comes in about 3 different sizes, so you can buy shorter, medium, or longer depending on your needs here. I was shocked to find out this was only $15 to $20 part, whereas a plumber will charge you hundreds of dollars for this repair. The manufacturer has already put thread sealant on there for you, so you're good to go. Let's snug it up. We do want to finish it with it pointing down. There are some makes where this is installed on the top of the water heater. With the new pressure valve pointing down and tight, we are ready for the next step. Okay, next I want you to slowly turn on the water heater valve or your main house valve. Slowly listen for leaks so you can inspect your new work. Okay, now with the valve fully opened, fully pressurized water heater, I heard all the air gapping and the sound stop, and we have absolutely no leaking at all, so I feel good about that. You do want to finish with the directional arrow pointing down. Now, don't just leave it like this. Safety dictates and the code dictates you do need an extension tubing pipe coming off of there to the floor. Don't forget this step. Here's a prefab extension tube I bought from the home improvement store. It was very inexpensive, and you simply cut it to size. So finished length on this tube, I want it between 4 and 6 inches from the floor. So here I made my mark at the correct location and simply cut it to size. Simply screw it into place. You can use groove tape or Teflon tape here if you would like, and simply snug it up. Now a final test would be open this up just a little bit, run a little bit of water, clear water through there, make sure you're good to go. It should be clear water, and as soon as you release that, it should immediately close. Your brand new pressure temperature safety device is working correctly. You did it yourself, and I knew you could.